Can't wait to see you catch the blue marlin. It's going to be great.
I wish I could. I wish that I was skilled too. I would love to go out there.
I think you literally have to be like a multi-millionaire or
really
be
do.
one.
You really do. Especially we were out there for Blue Angels this past weekend, and it was rocky to where I don't know if I could do the offshore with big fish pulling that in. Well,
Jim just needed more screen time, so he didn't think he was on TV enough.
Jen, what's the weather looking like?
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the forecast because heading into today, rain chances, they're a little bit higher out there by the time we make it later on into this afternoon. But really, we're starting off early this morning, already tracking some of those rain showers to start off. You can really start to see how active things look as they push closer towards Georgia and also the Big Bend area there in Florida. But looking in just a little bit closer, mainly our inland areas that are seeing some of these rain showers at this time. Washington, Clark, Monroe, Baldwin County, you're seeing the majority of this as we begin our morning. And as we look in just a little bit closer, we're beginning to see a lot of that just closer towards Vinegar Bend, McIntosh, plus also Mount Vernon pushing closer towards Tensas. Just rain at this time, not picking up on any thunder or lightning. And then mainly just some isolated showers on the northern side of the Florida Panhandle, just closer towards Jay and Chumuckla. McDavid looking a lot better at this time. Now taking a live look outside of downtown Mobile, things were beginning to look a little bit cloudy out there, beginning to see more of that cloud cover building. Temperatures, it's already 86 degrees and it's only 9:22 so far for this morning. The feels like temperature, however, feeling 10 degrees above that due to dew points in the mid-70s. That trend will continue heading later on into today. But taking a look at the temperatures over the next few hours, mainly going to be staying on the mid-80s range, really just staying put with our temperatures by the time we make it into the second half of today. The biggest reason for that, the increased rain chances that we'll see heading into this afternoon. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about your forecast, what you can expect heading into today, the timing of the rain, plus also the work week forecast ahead of us. All that coming up soon.
Come down in bunches, then not at all. It was a strange weekend, Jen.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that trend only continues. It's summertime here on the Gulf Coast. So we're really going to start to see some of our temperatures warming up and more isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms by the time we make it later on into your Monday. Don't forget that rain gear heading out the door. Now, right now, mainly just starting to see some isolated showers for the northern panhandle, really beginning to push through Okaloosa and Santa Rosa counties. But the big bulk of that rain is going to be approaching closer towards northern Baldwin County at this time, mainly pushing out of Washington and Clark counties, beginning to move closer towards Tensas. Mount Vernon looking a lot better, and also Vinegar Bend really starting to see more of that rain pushing out. No thunder, no lightning out there at this time, but that could change heading into the second half of today. Now, timing things out in our Futurecast starting off for this morning, and just a heads up, the Futurecast, it's really holding off. Right now, we're starting to see some of those rain showers in northern Baldwin County, southern Washington County, also isolated showers in the northern Panhandle there. The Futurecast doesn't want to show it, so that could be the trend heading into today, that the Futurecast really leaning off on some of those rain chances to where we make it later on into this afternoon and we start to see more of these showers and thunderstorms beginning to fire off. Highest coverage on the south side of I-10 there, just closer towards the coast, and that trend continues heading later on into this evening. We get closer towards 5 and 6 o'clock, seeing more of that rain coverage, but then later on this evening, a second round begins to push in just closer towards downtown Mobile and the eastern shore. So late night showers and thunderstorms possible, but also we could see increased coverage. Heading into the overnight hours, things turn mostly quiet, and then by tomorrow morning, things begin to ramp up once again, with the highest chances really coming in closer towards lunchtime, really beginning to see more of that widespread look closer towards Mobile and Baldwin counties. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about your forecast, what you can expect with our temperatures, and they are on the rise, I'll tell you that, plus also your 7-day outlook and a check on the tropics. All that's coming up soon. Joe. Well, going ahead, taking another look at your forecast, taking a live view down at Orange Beach. Waves just a little bit more rough out there, not stopping all the folks from getting out there and enjoying it. However, temperatures mid-80s and also starting to see a bit more of a gloomy look beginning to build. Heading later on into this afternoon, however, things are going to be changing, so enjoy your beach day so far for this morning, because rain chances really ramping up by the time we make it into the afternoon. Those temperatures also falling once we start to see the rain begin to push in. Now, the rip current risk, you just saw it there. It's moderate today, so make sure you are using caution. in case you're getting into the water, but really starting to see improving conditions closer towards the coast by tomorrow and also heading into Wednesday. So that's going to be the good news. Surf height just around 1 to 2 feet. And then heading into this afternoon, many areas most likely not getting above the 90s heading into today. The reason for that, increased cloud cover and also some higher rain chances in the forecast as well. Mid to upper 80s for those daytime highs, possibly even the mid 80s. However, some areas still could be feeling warmer than that, feeling like the triple digits. Humidity not as high today, but expecting that really to rise by the time we make it into the tail end of the week. Now, timing things out on our Futurecast, starting off for this morning. Again, the Futurecast leaning back on some of the rain chances that we're currently seeing at this time. So heading later on into today, I'm expecting coverage to be a bit more widespread, especially closer towards the coast. Expecting more of those scattered showers and storms, highest chances on the south side of I-10. And then by the time we make it later on into this evening, really expecting higher coverage by this point. 5 and 6 o'clock, beginning to see more of those showers, those thunderstorms beginning to build up, especially closer towards I-10. That really will be the trend continuing later on into this evening, and then seeing some of that spread further inland heading into later on in the evening. Now, taking a look at the tropics, only one area that we're monitoring at this time, a disturbance in the central Atlantic. Low chances of development over the next 7 days, far away from us on the eastern side of Bermuda there. We'll continue to monitor, however, and keep you updated as we make our way deeper into hurricane season. Now, here's a look at your full 7-day outlook. Rain chances, they're here to stay. We're really going to start to see those temperatures warming up by the end of the week. Friday right now, the hottest day, and going to be feeling a lot warmer than that. We'll work hard to keep you updated, but really stuck in the summertime pattern here on the Gulf Coast. I'll have another look at your forecast coming up in our second hour of Studio 10. More is on the way. We'll be right back after this break.